Spring flooding could be unprecedented with 200 million Americans at risk. Almost the entire eastern two-thirds of the nation should see flooding this spring, National Weather Service Deputy Director Mary Erickson said at a news conference on Thursday. Some 25, she said, the deadly, destructive flooding that began last week from Minnesota to Missouri has killed at least 4 people, cost more than $1.5 billion in estimated losses and damages, and destroyed more than 2,000 homes. Scientists said this month's flooding was caused by rapid snow melt combined with heavy spring rain and late-season snowfall in areas where the ground was already saturated. Much of the the water that's now soaking the upper Midwest will eventually make its way down the Mississippi toward the Gulf Coast, where flooding will worsen in May. The extensive flooding we've seen in the past 2 weeks will continue through May and become more dire and may be exacerbated in the coming weeks as the water flows downstream, Clark said. Forecasters say the biggest risks include all 3 Mississippi River basins, plus the basins of the Red River of the North, the Great Lakes, the Eastern Missouri River, the Lower Ohio River, the Lower Cumberland River and the Tennessee River. Global warming. Record-breaking. It's still too early to determine if human caused. However, you can think of climate change as steroids for these rain events, Texas A&M University climate scientist Andrew Dessler said. As for the spring weather forecast, meteorologists said the East Coast and Northwest should see warmer than average temperatures from May through June. However, for rainfall, nearly the entire nation east of the Rockies should see a soggier spring than usual, with the Southeast and the Central Rockies seeing the wettest conditions. The only unusual, federal meteorologists do not issue forecasts for severe weather, which includes tornadoes, high winds, and large hail. Contributing the Associated Press. This article originally appeared on USA Today. Search for location/city.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.